here at Soldier Field, still getting some of the
Yo.
rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield.
What the
He had 5
fuck?
catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Hold on, man. Look at that.
First and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2nd and a couple. To the air, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey slide out after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
On play action, here's Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Throwing is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here. It's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You look at this Bears defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now back to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown. Cowboys. Rondale Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Aubrey Gunn with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on a dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. To the air once more, Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they all hold themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field.
How the fucking wind's going that way?
You and I both know.
The fuck is that?
Because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw.
Pick!
He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, here's the option. motion. They'll try and run for it.
Come here.
This is going to come up well short.
Fucking defense.
On fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, Bigsby. Down inside the 40 to about the 38. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Ted Bigsby, 38 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. That is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play action. Now Williams. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Good job there keeping him to a short game. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Strong running at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Back to throw again.
Touchdown. 21-18.
Are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT, and they're within
21, no, my fault. 28, 21-28, nigga. Fucking me up, nigga.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. They'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. We'll shift things around. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
How about?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's a give to Bigsby. Shifts past him at the 45, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second gun. Here's Williams.
You're not going with me, Papa.
Oh, I had a fucking tutty. Good shit. You're not going, baby.
The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, a Doozy wide open. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Roma Doozy as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
You don't.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll find more on the comeback route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Can you put one disposable, babe? I need a book stuff. Not my iPhone, my disposable.
That shit, no good. Oh, yeah, I use it. Right. Why didn't you drop him off? You already talked to Raquel? I'm sorry, you talked to her?
No, I haven't. I haven't texted nobody.
Alright. Alright. Love you.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this third quarter of play.
Come here, son.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And this is what they're going to need more of.
It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Switch to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he
Close the door. You're not going, mommy.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. So 3 plays already 1st and goal. They are wasting little time. Benson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Trey Benson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, Trey Palmer. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air, Williams. Got his man. That's Williams through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nuh-uh.
There, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
To throw, Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down.
Where you going, bro?
At the 26-yard line. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Williams. A short throw to Musgrave. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On the carry, Bigsby. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Wow,
Now we've got Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they
what the fuck?
still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw now on first down. Going up top. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey Benson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Palmer now to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Bigsby. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luke Musgrave, 27 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll look to throw here. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle with Benson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Benson, 25 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Looking to throw is Williams. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Williams now from the gun on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
What up, bro?
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. They run over center with Benson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. Powers through it. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. It's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is back to the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag it in the 4th quarter. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, not.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tight end wide open. Fuck, man.
36-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
What is y'all in?
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. That's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Little pitch and catch to the... Oh, no, he lost the...
Oh, I stripped the nigga that went out of bounds.
So possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now back to throw.
That was a good play. An incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Fuck.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Palmer now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches. mismatches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw.
You got fucking shit. You got fucking shit, nigga.
How the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Oh my God. Boy, that nigga ain't fumbled 2 years.
This will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the
damn.
fumble itself.
Fuck out of here.
On 2nd and 2. A run here with Bigsby. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Bigsby once more. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here comes 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line.
Ah, shit.
Goal. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people call them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Williams going to sneak it, and he's across for the touchdown.
Watch your mouth too when you talking to me, bitch.
Here in the closing stages. The extra point up and good.
Watch your mouth when you talking to me, you bitch ass nigga Ken.
They're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Joey Slye
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
after the touchdown.
Give a fuck about no nigga taking no motherfucking lead, nigga. Gang, bitch. Fuck what you talking about, nigga. Yeah, alright.
This is 1st and 10. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Let's fucking go. We streaking. Yeah. Bitch